Hi, it's May here. When you're in a different office from your manager, it can feel really hard to build the kind of trusted relationship that you know you need in order to advance in your career. And sometimes it's even worse if you've got peers who are in the same office, in that headquarters office, and maybe some of them even complain, including about you. And maybe you're relatively new to the role. Whatever those circumstances are, I have 5 steps you can take to transform your relationship with your manager from wherever it is now to improve it to that next level so that you can feel much more secure about where you stand. So step number 1 is to use existing opportunities well. And what I mean by that is see what kind of meetings you're already in, what kind of conversations you already are having with your manager, and make sure that you are showing up in a way that demonstrates that you see the bigger picture, you're strategic, you're innovative, you're creative, all those great things that are true about you. And don't waste those opportunities by giving really boring updates about the laundry list of all the things that you're working on without thinking about how you're presenting it and presenting it in a way that is tactical versus strategic, all right? And if you're in other meetings, if you don't have a weekly one-on-one with your manager, then use those regular bigger meetings by asking questions, by making sure you're prepared to know what kind of points you want to make, and take 5 or 10 minutes before you go into those meetings so that you have mentally framed how you want to be in that meeting and make the most of it. Then step 2 is to leverage your network. Your network is so powerful. So think about who you know in headquarters who is in the same office location as your manager and see if they can help you understand what's going on. They can be your eyes and ears in that office so you can get the feeling, the vibe of what's going on and what might be on your manager's mind. And also, what's the care and feeding of your manager? How do they like to be approached? How do they like to be communicated with? And you can even ask your manager themselves. But this is about leveraging your network. And your network can also help by advocating for you. So make sure you arm the people who are also in contact with your manager with the right things to know about you so that they can be your advocates with your manager. Then step 3 is to create new opportunities. So this means figuring out how you can find those chances to be in front of your manager and be more visible. My favorite one is to find a way so that your manager can see you in action. This was the biggest game changer in my career when I had my manager come with me to a big client pitch because I was terrible in internal meetings. I was quiet, I sat in the corner, I was that nice Chinese girl, humble, didn't say a word, and that wasn't helping my career. But with my clients, I loved my clients, they loved me, it was my happy place. So when my boss saw me with my clients, he had a totally different picture of me. And that's when my career really started taking off. So think about what's your happy place work-wise, and how can you get your manager to witness you being your best. That brings us to the 4th step, which is to feature what you cannot fix. And this comes from a wonderful quote from one of my mentors, the Hall of Fame speaker, Victoria Labalme. And she says, if you can't fix it, feature it. So in this case, you're not going to be able to change the fact that you work in one office while your boss is working in the headquarters office. So step right into it and lean into it and just own the idea that you know more about what's going on in your region and what's going on outside of headquarters than anybody else, than your boss does, or any of your peers who are in the headquarters office. So be the eyes and ears for your manager about what's going on. Share with your manager the trends, the themes, the strategic big picture, and that can help your manager look good with his or her managers. And it's also something unique to you that your peers just can't do. And then 5th is to manage your mindset. I believe that your mindset affects your behavior, which affects your results. So make sure that you have a positive mindset. Don't give in to the fear and worry that oh gosh, I'm in a different office, I'm at a disadvantage. All of that may well be true, but the more you focus on that, the more it will definitely become true. And instead, think about, how is this a gift and an opportunity? How can I make this into something where I can reframe and see it as positive? So managing your mindset, think about things like, what is the reality? Is my peer really trying to say bad things about me? Or are they just pointing out realities about what's going on in my office, and maybe I can even make an impact and change some of them? And what are the things that are real versus what are the things that I'm just fearful of being real? But they're not really real. But the more fearful I am, the more likely they are to become real. So manage your mindset and let go of what you can't control. If you're worried that your boss has a favorite who is in the office with him, you got to let go of that. You can't control who your boss favors, but what you can control is the steps you take to demonstrate to your boss what your value add is. So remember, when you are in a different office from your manager, take these 5 steps and be proactive, because it's up to you to make things happen. Use existing opportunities well, leverage your network, create new opportunities, feature what you can't fix, and manage your mindset. So which of these would be the most powerful step you can take when you are in a different office from your manager or other senior stakeholders? Leave a comment and let me know.